What's up, guys? It's Sam here. I want to give you a quick update on what my marketing is doing and what is working. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it was just on my lip. Anyways, I am documenting my journey of getting to $100 a day online, telling you what I'm putting it out, where I'm putting it out, how I'm marketing it, and how I'm making money. So if you want to follow along, make sure you press that red button that says subscribe, as well as that bell notification. That bell will let you know every time I post a video. Come on, son. Press that shit. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. I'm going to start with Facebook because it flip-flops between Facebook and Google+. I don't think probably a lot of you have even heard of Google+, or probably don't use it. But I actually generally, Facebook and Google+ go back and forth in terms of the top external traffic that I drive to YouTube. The number one traffic source externally is Google search, and then the second spot and third spot is Google Plus or Facebook, and they generally rotate back and forth. So Google Plus, I'm not sure, other people don't use it, and I mean, I guess other people do use it because that's how I'm driving traffic to YouTube. Like, I'm getting it from Google Plus and driving it to YouTube. Anyways, that's not one of the ones I'm actually going to look at. I'm going to look at the traffic from Facebook, and let me show you this. Okay, so we've got over the last 28 days, the 22nd or 21st through the 18th, 28 days. As you can see, this has blue in here because there is a, if you scroll, there's the Facebook right there. Once you scroll down, there's a mobile Facebook, so I just included that in there. But you get to see over the last 28 days, I've actually increased the amount of content I'm putting out there. So I need to change something in my strategy, right? Because you can see it looks like there's a trend downward over the last 28 days. Now, if you come into, this is Google+. Even though it's the same color, every time you select it, it changes this. It's about the same color. Google+. Google+ is more constant. There was like a drop off here. I might not have posted or something. I'm not sure what happened right then. But it's been kind of constant. It's a little lower. I mean, obviously, the beginning for both of those are much higher. But over the entire duration of the period, it hasn't. It's down a little bit, but not as like this is clearly a trend. It looks like. With this, you can't distinguish as much of a trend from it, so that's why I say this being Facebook and this being Google+. Now let's come over here. So we've got LinkedIn, and then LinkedIn Android, so essentially the same thing. I'm not sure what happened at this point here, but I stopped getting reach. I'm doing actually more outreach and whatnot on LinkedIn, and the traffic just completely dropped off within the last few days. It looks like around the 10th of December it started to come down, and the 11th, and then it's just been sitting low. So clearly I'm doing something, or their algorithm doesn't like me posting more to LinkedIn, because I'm not getting the same amount of traffic I was getting for the rest of the time period. And then if you look over here, this is Instagram. So we've got Instagram.com, and then we've got Instagram. So one's probably Instagram.com. This might be the website, and this is the app or something along those lines. Instagram is working. That is definitely working, and you can clearly see the trend. There was actually a lot, most of this time period, I wasn't actually doing a tremendous amount, just a little bit here and there. And I didn't have a clear path in terms of how I was distributing stuff or how I was trying to drive traffic from Instagram. And then I started doing a little bit more over the last 10 days, and clearly it's working. So that I'm not done yet, but that I wanted to show you the Instagram. Now, this next category is actually Twitter. So you can see here that it's got like the opposite trend of Facebook. I mean, the last couple of days, it's dropped off a little bit, but it's got the opposite trend of Facebook. It's perpetually going up. The total volume of traffic is not as high as Facebook, but this is trending upward where Facebook's actually trending down. And this is like minute in terms of the amount of traffic. However, I just started creating actual pins for Pinterest, versus just posting the thumbnail from the video on YouTube and then writing a description and title. So I started using more specialized. I started creating a more aesthetic thumbnail and then using that as the pin on Pinterest. And that was like 2 days ago. I think if you want to see that video, click on the channel, like the icon on my back, and you can look at one of them that says something about Pinterest. That's when I started doing it. And there's another one that actually talks about how I create my thumbnails. It's all free software. So if you want to figure out how you do your thumbnails, check out that video. Hopefully it's helpful. So now if you look into this, right, and I'm going to go show you the trends again over the last 28 days. So clearly there's barely any data for Pinterest, but if you look over here to the right, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out over the next few days and month or so. This has dropped off over the last like week or so. Instagram's the only one that's actually up. Like this is up over the whole entire period. This is Twitter. Instagram is up drastically, and I just started kind of marketing fairly consistently, as I mentioned. This is, there we go. LinkedIn is down. I've been doing more outreach in terms of the groups on Instagram, on LinkedIn too. So this is a little surprise for me. I'm not sure why, or if it's generally speaking around Christmas, I do get some funny traffic patterns. So I haven't looked at it relative to the last year, but it also wouldn't be an apples to apples comparison because last year I actually didn't post. I wasn't really posting that much and marketing the same way. So it wouldn't even be a fair comparison to look at 2017 versus 2018 to see how that was. Google Plus has been fairly consistent for me. Clearly there was a jump right there, but there was also, when I get to the next one, is Facebook, and you'll see this is Facebook. It started out high just like Google did and LinkedIn did. They all started out higher and they've been dropping off. So I'm not sure what is going on and why they've been dropping off. I have a feeling it could be from the holiday and people being a little distracted or not looking for the content that I'm putting out at this time now. I would expect, and this is just a guess, but I would expect in another week and a half, so put it around the 27th or so, 28th. Today's the 19th of December. I would guess around that time period, the very end of the month, the 28th, 29th, right around then, a lot of this traffic to increase. But I'm going to continue testing and continue updating on what I'm doing. If you'd like to see a video on each specific channel on how I'm marketing to that, make sure you smash that like button and leave me a comment down below, and I will definitely create a video on exactly what I'm doing and what's working for me so that you can try doing it. Also, if you have any tips for me, let me know down below in the comments, or if you you don't want it to be in public, reach out to me on Instagram. The link will be in the description, or it's at sam.stolt, and reach out to me on Instagram. Shoot me a DM, and I'm happy to answer any questions or interact. Lastly, if you want to support the channel, besides pressing that subscribe button, and you have any Christmas shopping to do, I've got a link for Amazon in the description. I'm an Amazon associate, so it's essentially like an affiliate, which means that Amazon pays me for the traffic that goes to their site that I send that purchases anything. It's a small amount, but essentially, instead of Amazon getting that profit, I get a little bit of that profit. It's not very much, but I have made about $9 online so far, and starting it in a short period of time. So if you want to follow that journey, also you can see there's other videos on my channel about that. And if you do subscribe and you stay tuned, you will watch me as I continue to grow that and other strategies that I'm starting to implement to create additional income so that I can get to $100 a day. I had an original target of March 2020, the end of March 2020, and I'm also tracking my progress, so there's other videos on that as well on my channel. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, make sure you smash that like button, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.